Kevin Costner Show. We're live.
The Kevin Costner cast. The Costner cast.
I've been waiting for this episode forever.
The only
Just
show
kidding.
where it's all Kevin Costner all the time.
It's not any of those things, unfortunately. It's just the same
Surprise.
old Colt show.
Just same old. Yep.
Yeah.
You were teasing me? My glands got
Caleb.
all excited for nothing.
Get your,
It's the
get your
glands.
glands back in order.
It's the glands. Oh, well, welcome everyone. This is, as Sandra indicated, the Cold Show. And it is Friday night. We are here together apart, but together mentally and
Spiritually?
yes. Metaphysically? I don't know. So
Yeah, that too. That's a good
okay.
one.
Awesome. We're together.
Together.
So. Sandra,
yes.
if you were to lift your cup, what would we find in it this evening?
My cup?
Yeah, your cup.
Okay, I heard something else. And I was like, I don't have one of those. Give me one moment. So my cup has, well, I have this cool cup that I love so much. It's got all this cool Sonoma County like awesomeness on it, and it's like really beautiful. You know this artist? It's this cool artist whose name I can't remember. They do all these cool things. Oh, well, anyway, I'll figure it out. Anyway, I've got this cool cup, and within it, I have pineapple juice and alcohol-free rum.
Wow.
It is by I've had a few different like NA spirits, and this one is by Seedlip, which so far Seedlip is my favorite brand, and it's spiced rum but no alcohol.
Okay, cool.
And as someone who's drinking a lot of rum in her day, it tastes pretty legit to me.
That's pretty nice.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
pretty tropical. That's a tropical drink you have there.
Nice.
Yeah. It's so good.
We'll have to give that a shot later on, maybe.
Yes, you might like it.
I might. Caleb,
Try it, and you might. So I wanted to do something sort of reddish, bloody-ish, but I didn't want a Bloody Mary. So I took and muddled some strawberries with some lime juice and vodka, and I made my drink.
Wow. I think that's
Nice.
called the
Sorry.
Bloody Caleb.
There's a grenadine in there also. So
Ooh, that's
Cool.
totally a Bloody Caleb, and I love the straub. I love straubs, and especially that one. It looks like a mushroom, and it's adorable.
all right.
wow. So Caleb, I as well. We're on the same wavelength. I did it.
What?
Yes, I wanted it is a romantic time, so I did a romantic drink for you.
What? That
So-
cheesy Dracula voice.
This is Caleb, yeah. So I did what I got. I got sparkling fruit punch, some Sandra's favorite cherry herring, and then some vodka together, and then a lovely romantic goblet. So
And my romance
Very romantic.
goblet.
My gosh.
I love it. That's the only thing I'm going to call a wine glass from now on is a romance goblet.
romance goblet. So before we cheers, what are we doing tonight though?
Oh, tonight we are talking about My Bloody Valentine, the OG, in celebration of Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then even maybe a little
Oh, we're
something.
going to play a game we've never played before.
Oh, that's right.
And
Okay.
it's a very romantic, sensual game for this
Hence-
time of the year.
Yes. So
Hence the
everyone
romance goblet.
get your romance goblets ready. Cheers.
Cheers. Chin chin.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
All right.
Tasty, tasty.
Shall we see who of our sexy chat have joined us tonight?
Yes. In a word, yes.
In a word, yes. Well, it is the sexy Enoch as always.
Hey, baby.
Holding it down.
The man's got a booty for years. Let's see.
I don't know that that's a compliment if it lasts years.
We
I
have
don't think
got
I need you talking about my little brother like that.
we have got Mark Vision Struth all the way from East Washington.
Chin
Hello, Mark.
chin. Chin chin.
And Hungry Boy, of course, our wonderful Hungry
Chin chin.
Boy.
Boy?
Hearts to Hungry.
Oh my God, Hearts to Hungry is the name of my new charity. Only it's not for like disenfranchised folk. It's just for Hungry Boy.
It's just for Hungry, yeah.
It's just people sending him gifts and money and
Sending him some cooies. So,
especially cooies because he loves them so much.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, we have our heroines of horror, Laura and Mindy, are with us.
I like that one.
Hello.
That one's cute.
Yes.
Very nice.
Todd. Hello, Todd. 209. How are things over in the Central Valley? Okay.
Yes. How are things?
How are things? I'm moving down. Michael. Good buddy Michael.
Hey,
The
Michael.
super sexy Michael.
Michael's awesome.
He's not just sexy, he's in sexy. Oh, look it. We have Ken today. Kenneth is with us.
Kenneth.
Oh my God. It's
What's
been
up?
too long.
It's been a long time. Hey, Kenneth, we missed you. And of course,
Missed
Macy Space Face is here. Thank you, Macy, for
Hello.
joining. And we're moving down. That's everyone who has spoken up so far. So anyone else watching who has not spoken, please make yourself known. Say hello. So
Don't you
want to
be our
hello back.
Valentine? You want to be our Valentine? You got to speak up.
We
Don't
need
you
the
wanna-
loves.
Yeah, don't you want to be sexy with us?
Sexy.
Oh
Producer
my
Scott is
goodness.
singing.
He is singing a little Rod Stewart in our ears. I love it. It's going to be sexy tonight. Can that be the word of the show? Anytime someone says that, we all scream like in Pee-wee's Playhouse. It's the word of the day. Sexy. Oh.
We all scream like what?
Pee-wee's Playhouse. Didn't you watch Pee-wee's Playhouse?
No. I'm aware. I've seen
Me
the movie.
either.
Yeah.
Well, Scott laughed, so he must have watched. Okay. Sandra, what's happening? What do you got to share this evening before we break into the main event?
Well, as promised, I'm going to share with you guys some Women in Horror Month recommendations. I'm going to have more for y'all for the next couple of Fridays in this month, including some book recs. But today I want to talk about some films, and there are lots and lots and lots of films written and directed by women. But I'm going to share the ones that I personally seen so that I feel like I can, endorse them. But there's more that I haven't seen. There's always so many movies and not enough time. So I wanted to recommend, you guys know I've talked about this film before, Raw by Julia Ducournau. She wrote and directed it. It's an amazing coming of age French kind of new extremity cannibal film that I cannot recommend enough. It's like,
Raw.
Oh, it's so good. And it's really disgusting too. Pet Cemetery by Mary Lambert. Oh, we recommended some last week too. So remember, add those to your list too. The Invitation by Carrie Kusama. Have you guys seen that?
No,
It's so
I've
good.
heard of that though.
She wrote and directed that. I love that. The Love Witch by Anna Biller. We should do that movie sometime.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, we should do that. That'd be fun. Revenge, which is one I talked about before, that we did a spooky slumber party because we did a sexual assault episode, for lack of a better term. And that one is by it was written and directed by Coralie Farja. I hope I say that right. I'm sorry. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
Rachel Talalay.
That's right. Written and directed. Ding, ding, ding. Neil gets points. Another film I've talked about on here before, Honeymoon, which is a sci-fi horror. It's really good. It's got one of those scenes in it that it's like once you see it, you can't ever unsee it in your mind. That's by Leigh Janiak. And then I also want to recommend a anthology called XX, which is if you're biologically a female, those are your chromosomes as opposed to XY typically. And that one's all women writer and directors. So Go forth and
All
watch,
right.
children.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Awesome.
you very
Thank you,
much.
Sandra.
Yes.
Very
You're
nice.
welcome. You're
Caleb.
welcome.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Your turn.
Yes. My answer is
No,
C.
Sandra threw me because she didn't say what she watched, and that's usually my cue to get ready.
Wow.
I actually watched a lot of classic movies this week, but that's actually not what I'm going to talk about. A while back, my brother Enoch texted me and said, "Hey, have you ever heard of this movie called Stunt? It stars Robert Forster." I said, "No, I have not. It is available on Prime if you've got it." And oh my fucking God, it was wonderful. It's like basically a love letter to stunt people.
Wow.
But it's super low budget. Apparently, this was New Line Cinema's first movie that they ever put out. It's horribly wonderful. How's that?
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I never heard of it even.
A lot of fun. I never had either. So, yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Nice.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah,
That's it?
So,
Is that all you-
so,
that-
so
that's
thank
your
you.
main-
That's all I want to talk about. But,
Okay.
thank you, Enoch, for bringing that to my attention.
Thank you, Enoch, with the booty that never ends.
Yeah, let's just say it never ends. That sounds
Is that better? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get a cease and desist soon. So
He's like, I just wanted to stop. I just want to stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, first up, I just want to call attention, as always, to Hungry Boy, our wonderful Hungry in the chat. He did another video he released, I think it was last night, and he did a musical, basically. It's just over 4 minutes long, but it's wonderful, you guys. If you haven't
Wow.
yet, go check it out. Go to Hungry's channel and check it out. It's really great. He did a fabulous job on it. So thank you, Hungry, and he mentioned some of us in it. It was a great job. Hysterical. Hysterical. Also, okay, so we were contacted by some local Sonoma County filmmakers who are actually making a film, and they started an Indiegogo campaign to help get their film made. And they asked if we could just give them a quick little shout out. So we would like to do so. The director, speaking of Women in Horror Month, happens to be a female. So, and her name is Madison. I think she goes by Madison. At least that's how she introduces herself in the Indiegogo video. So I'm going with that. But they are interested in having you guys go by and take a look. The film is called Danny. D as in dog, A-N-N-Y. So if you guys have a chance, feel free to go by, check out the video, see if it's something you want to support. Because again, they are local filmmakers. I believe at least one of them even subscribes to our channel already. So I believe his name was David Menard. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. But
Hi, David.
yeah, hello, David. So go check them out. Other than that, I will post in the chat at some point that link to the Indiegogo so that people can find it easily should they want to take a look.
Yeah. And it does seem like a fun little film, and I just really liked watching them talk in their Indiegogo video. They just seem really passionate and like really fun and funny and interesting people, and it's awesome, of course, that they're local to us. Like, we definitely want to support that. That's really cool.
We do want to support the local independent filmmakers. Okay, link is posted in the chat, and it will be below also in the comments for those who are watching the show later or listening via podcast. And let's see. Okay, here's a fun one. We had a wonderful comment that came through a day or two ago in our Fortress episode, and it simply says, "You people are insufferable." So,
what do they mean by
wrong.
you people?
Yeah,
American?
I don't know. I didn't respond because I thought it might be kind of fun if we could open up to the chat maybe right now and see if they have any response that they think would be fun to put on there. Because I thought about it for like 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, what should we say? And then I was like, what'd be kind of fun is maybe open it up to the chat and see if they have any ideas. So by the end of the show, perhaps.
No. That's a much more fun and effective, response, because there's no point feeding the troll.
No, I was going to say like,
yeah,
I was going to be like, you're right. Thank you for finally calling us out on it, or something, kind of like.
We realized we're insufferable. I
But-
think they meant Americans because we liked cooey.
No,
Now
it's
we know
fine.
that Australians don't like cooey. And so I think they were like, oh, you're insufferable. And we're like, we're just enjoying the cooey.
It might be true. So, yep. So okay. So by the
Or
way,
maybe
Mary
it's because of our
Madison.
reaction to Vegemite. Maybe it's because the way we reacted to the Vegemite.
That who knows? It could be. It could,
Could
let's
be
be honest.
anything. Could just
we
be a
give-
troll.
No, but we
I
give them.
realize I'm just having fun.
There's a myriad of excuses we give people to hate us, so it's okay. But
It's because I wasn't there, guys. It's because I wasn't there.
That's true.
that
That's
very well
actually the
could be
truth.
it. That was insufferable of us to continue without producer Scott. It was unbearable. Yes,
Yeah. And we learned a lesson.
we did. Anyway, yes. Okay, so Mary Madison is in the chat, guys. So real quick, she's saying hi to everyone. Just you guys want any questions for her? Please ask her.
Yes.
And then finally, we are on to Good Evening, Nigeria. That's right. Instead of our normal segment of This Week in Entertainment History, we are going to share some facts amongst our wonderful friends in the wonderful country of Nigeria.
It's okay. Nothing happened in entertainment history this week. Nothing happened.
Totally bored.
Yeah.
Nothing
No,
at
I mean,
all.
nothing. No movies came out. No one was born. No one died. Nothing. No color TV was invented. It's fine.
Absolutely. Okay, so I have number one. And one of the number one fact is that Nigeria is located on the western central part of the African continent on the Gulf of Guinea.
Oh,
Yeah, so you go west
Got
and you
it.
go kind of middle.
All right.
seems logical. I have a fact I'd like to share.
Do you? Do you?
Nigeria is the 7th most populous country in the world, home to more than 200 million people. I did not know
Wow.
that. I totally did not know that.
I
Yeah.
did not either. That's a lot of people.
That's a
It's
lot.
Yeah.
I have number 3. The capital of Nigeria is Abuja. The former capital was Lagos and is still the country's largest and most populous city and has been dubbed Africa's Big Apple in reference to New York City.
Wow.
Yes.
God is giggling like a mofo in my ear.
Yeah,
That's
he is.
interesting. Number 4 fact is largely due to its export market. Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. Agriculture accounts for approximately 70% of the country's employment. However, petroleum products are the primary export, accounting for more than 90% of the exports from the country.
That is also a fact I did not
There you
know
go.
about
There you go.
Nigeria. I really like my fact. I think this is really cool. Nigeria is a diverse, multi-ethnic country with more than 520 spoken languages. While
Wow.
English is the official language, Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo are also major languages in the country.
Wow.
I
Those
mean,
are-
like, that's really cool. I don't know how many languages are spoken in America, but I know I speak all of the languages I know poorly. So
Exactly.
and I bet a lot of people in Nigeria know at least those 3 languages.
Yes.
4 languages, sorry. So
Absolutely.
hello, Nigeria. Thank you
Hello,
for being
Nigeria.
here.
Yeah.
Good evening, Nigeria.
Good
All
evening,
right.
Nigeria.
The more you know.
Producer Scott, do you have something you want to share with the class?
Okay.
I feel like producer Scott is passing notes to somebody behind our
Something's
back.
happening. Scott has been laughing in our ears this entire segment, and we don't know
Yeah.
why. So,
Not distracting at all.
okay.
No.
We love it, actually. All
Yeah, we
right.
love
New subscriber alert. Sammy Diamond Aldrich and the Bacca that choose. The
That's
Bacca
a
that
good-
choose.
That
Back
is
of
a
the choose.
great
Huh.
name. I like it.
Is that
Okay.
like Star Wars a back tank or
I
Yes,
don't know what that means, but okay.
it is. Well, it's a yeah, and that's also
Oh.
Chewbacca. There's full,
Chewbacca.
I think it's a double. They're doing a double thing.
Okay.
I think it's
Okay.
brilliant.
It's like
Nice.
an entendre.
I'm obsessed. I think that's great.
And then I know that our good friend in the chat now, Madison, also just subscribed. So we can say hello to Madison.
Oh.
Thanks, new subscriber,
Hello.
Madison.
Yay! You get your shout out now. You get 2 shout outs.
Exactly. And
Lucky
obviously, Madison,
you.
keep us in the in the 4-1 on what's going on with your production as you move along, and in post production
Yes.
for that matter. So
All of
we
it.
would
The whole
love
process.
all process, yeah, the whole thing. All right, Sandra,
Yes.
I pass you the baton.
I take the baton. It always feels like an improv game when we do that. Like,
Right? I know.
okay.
Here is your
So-
pickaxe.
Yeah, everybody grab your pickaxe. You got it? Turn on your miner's light.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So tonight we are talking about, oh my God, Jake. Jake is pulling focus in the back. Oh my God, he's so cute. I can't even. He's like, Sandra's talking. I'm going to be a silly cat.
He's going to.
Oh, look at him.
I'm going to scratch the furniture.
Yes, because Dad can't stop me. Try to stop me now, Holden. Okay. So tonight we are talking about 1981's My Bloody Valentine, which is the original. There is a remake floating around out there, but we're not really talking about that one tonight. So this was directed by George Mihalka, I want to say. So
Sounds good.
This is a fun little slasher film that's really near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. This is set in a mining town, very rural town in Canada, where 20 years prior, there was a mining collapse and a miner got stuck inside and he ate his companions, but he had to eat them because everybody was out partying at the Valentine's Day dance.
Yeah.
So when the miner was able to get out, he took his revenge upon the town, especially the supervisors that, weren't there to watch the rest of the men come up. So now 20 years has passed. It's 1981-ish. And the town has decided to celebrate Valentine's Day once again by having a big dance and lots of decor. But that slasher known as Harry is back.
He's back.
Yeah.
And he's mad.
Oh, he's so mad. He's so mad.
He's got some issues, some pent up anger issues, perhaps.
Yeah. Interesting fact. Apparently, this is like one of my favorite scenes in the film is that he has been in a mental institution. I say in quotes because they say like horrible things like mental institution and asylum and things that kind of make you cringe. Anyway, he was there for 20 years and then they just lost track of him. I love the receptionist who's like, I mean, it's 20 years ago. Anything could happen.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I mean, he's a cannibal and a mass murderer, but I guess, paperwork. Am I right?
Right.
So-
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, he could be dead. He could have got
You get a
released.
transfer.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I feel real good. I feel
He
real
could be
good about myself.
working.
Yeah,
He
my
could be
tax
working
dollars at
for
work.
state government right now. I mean, we just don't know. So
Could have run. Yeah, he could have run for the president of the United States. I mean, it could be
Yep.
anything. Could be anything.
anything. Yes. So, this movie is part of the group of flicks that came out in the very early 80s, produced in Canada, created in
Yes.
Canada. There's a large number, or a fair amount of Canadian horror films. We've even talked about one of them, Terror Train,
Yeah.
that came out. So this is, I feel like this is probably one of the favorites of people when you take a look at all the films such as The Terror Train and Prom Night and Curtains and I guess you can say Black Christmas because that is one. Granted, that came out like 6-7 years before that, this one
Right.
did, but it is probably one of the best Canadian horror films, if you ask me. Black Christmas.
Oh,
But-
yeah. I would also really like to talk about Curtains on this show sometime. I think that would be
Okay,
really fun. Yeah.
Curtains.
So we'll just work our way through all of those
We'll make our way
Canadian horror films.
through. The funny thing about the Canadian horror films is also they're kind of like the Giallo films, and that there's always like the whodunit aspect of the film, of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like American slasher films, you know who it is, which all the time. Whereas these ones, it's always you have to wait till the end to find out
Yeah.
who's doing the slashing.
The unveiling. I kind of like that.
That's
That's
kinda
like when we
cool.
talked about Terror Train. Yeah, I like that kind of old school mystery thriller, Agatha Christie kind of vibe.
Right.
This I watched the extended version of this because my friend Neil let me borrow the Blu-ray. Jake is trying to actually play a video game in the background. Okay, now he's done.
Not surprising. He's gonna steal the show as much as he can.
This is my second time seeing this film, but I don't think before I saw the extended version. So that was a treat.
Yeah, if you ask me, man, I saw it, I don't remember how long ago. Like you said, the regular version, probably the VHS that you can get your hands on in a video store. And I always thought it was just kind of like whatever. But the extended version, I think, makes it better, no question.
Jake has taken another
Jake
route
is-
to the video game cabinet.
Yes,
Oh, look
He's-
at him.
he is making himself known. Oh, Jake.
Oh my God. He says, look, I'm video game cat. Oh my God. I love him. Stop.
He's playing with the lobster.
He's playing with the lobster. He's just like, I can touch these. I can touch these. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Your cat's so goddamn adorable. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. All right, let's talk about the movie.
Now let's talk about Jake.
So, Caleb, this was your first time, can I assume?
This was my first time. I watched the rated R version, and then because you texted me early today and said, "Hey, go on YouTube and make sure you watch like at least the extended kills that are available on there." So I kind of saw the unrated or whatever that version is called.
Extended, yeah.
So, and I would agree with Neil. It is worth watching that version because, damn, some of those are pretty freaking cool.
I have to say that's probably my favorite part about this film is some of the really fun, gory kills,
Mhm.
and also just the charming Canadian accents. Like,
Yes.
they're like from, like I said, a rural kind of country town, and a lot of them have like that type of accent that I feel like in American media we don't get to hear a lot, and I really love it. Like, I just love them just sounding like themselves. I think it's so adorable.
Yes.
Yeah. I was actually, I had a running tally of stories, but
That you lost count.
I have five. I have 5 hash marks, but
Good.
yeah.
That's pretty
Wow.
good.
So I thought, okay, how fun does that job they have, the mine job, look? Like, that would be a great job because you
Are
get
you
to
kidding, Neil?
you get to take a little teeny train to work every day, and they all pile in the little train
Sure.
cart
Right.
and go
Yep.
up and down to thing. When you're
The
done
Seven
working,
dwarfs.
you get to take a shower with your friends, your coworkers, to clean off,
Sure.
where they're all
Yep.
where they're all snapping each other in the butt with their towels like it's high school.
Right. They do it every day.
Well, I mean, that's
I-
what we
you know.
that's what we saw, and it was a regular day when they showed us that. So
I'm in.
Yes, Neil.
I'm
I'm
in.
sure working in mines is a lot of fun.
maybe in Canada it is, eh? You don't know that. It could be.
Yeah, I think especially getting black lung and being underappreciated for the work you do, it's probably a blast.
It's a hoot.
It's a hoot. Oh God, if you work in a mine, we salute you because damn.
Yes.
Um,
that is some hard, crazy work.
So can we say it's a special guest appearance in a film? I think you can only say it's a special guest appearance in a TV show. Did you catch that at the beginning of the credits? It said special guest
Yeah,
appearance.
the
Oh, I
sheriff who was like, one of the stars, basically.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think we can say special guest appearance if it's a film. I don't.
No, they said it.
I don't
but
know. You can't.
think
I don't
so.
know. Okay. I didn't know the rules on that.
They did it. I just sort of took that
They
as
did it.
They wouldn't list him first, and so that was like a workaround.
Like a caveat. Yeah. They're like, and you get this. Yay. at least the exposition in this film is in flashbacks, and I appreciate that because sometimes you want show don't tell, you know?
Right.
And I did like that.
You know what I
So-
liked about the flashbacks
What?
was the little like harp like that they would give when they would like.
Oh, it's totally that music. Yes, yes, it totally is like Wayne's World. Like, yeah,
Like I'm sure they didn't mean it to be funny, but
yeah.
gosh, it sure tickled my funny bone.
It did too, just because it's not expected in a film. It's not expected. It's like, oh, okay. I have to say, I have to be honest. I liked the Body Pub song in The Wicker Man more than this Body Pub song, but you know,
Yes, I would have to agree with that.
I need to let their Body Pub song just be what it is. I shouldn't compare the two, but with The
Right.
Wicker Man so fresh on my mind, I couldn't help it.
It's a very good point. So there's these, I guess, these core set of co-workers / friends. I mean, they seem to be hanging out with each other in a bar as soon as they get off work.
Town, so
It
I think
is,
if
yeah.
you're around the same age, you probably just kind of chill with your age group. Was my kind of guess.
Right.
Yeah.
You all work in the mine and you all go to the bar after. And
Right.
That's it. But so there's the one of the main characters that goes to LA and then he returns after a failed stint at hand modeling. I'm not sure. I don't remember what it was he was doing.
I
but-
believe it was hand modeling. I
Yes.
believe it was
Okay.
This is TJ was his name.
TJ.
TJ.
Did
And then
anybody else get Zoolander vibes? Because like his stat, like the people in the mines, and then he left and came back. I got major Zoolander vibes. I just
I
wanted
did-
him to say merman. Merman.
I didn't even think of that, but I
Got the
should have.
black lung pop.
Exactly.
But so TJ is upset that his girlfriend at the time is now with another guy, even though he left.
For
Which
2
is totally
years.
which is total BS. And he's all pissed
Right?
off about it and acting like she should have been sitting there waiting for him or something. It's
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he's
And then you
very-
find out later that he never called her in that entire time.
He didn't call. He
Like,
didn't
what
write.
does he expect?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just going to be sitting there pining away for him. I have to say, I'm not super impressed with TJ. Not super impressed with Axel either, for that matter, which are her two paramours. Sarah
Right.
is a fucking badass, though. I
She is.
love Sarah. And I had forgotten until this second viewing. And I'm like, damn, I love you, Sarah. And I was writing down all the things that I love about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Like she thinks they're both stupid. She calls them out on their bullshit, both of them, together and separately. She is really fucking good in a crisis. You want Sarah there in a crisis. Like she's like, when they're stuck, she's like bossing Patty along, like, bitch, you need to focus. Like she's not messing around. She even hits the killer over the head with a rock at one point. Like she's helping Patty get up the ladder. She's just like, she's thinking of everything. And it was very like, we always joke about when a heroine just does a lot of wall clinging and cowering. And
Yep.
it was very nice to be like, Sarah's not putting up with any of this. She's like, I'll go to some other mining town to get a boyfriend if I want one.
Yeah. She should have.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Definitely
it makes you wonder why she's with either one of those tools, to be honest with you. Like,
Convenience, I think.
I guess.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't exactly a good choice of people to play with there. I mean,
What's she gonna be with the goofy douchebag that leaves them down in the mine by themselves?
no, as I'm saying, you had the pothead with the big stash. You had the goofy idiot who wouldn't stop making jokes. You didn't have much of a choice.
The pothead with the stash, he's with Patty. She can't have Patty's man. They're
Oh, but
clearly
it's-
very in love.
It's a mining town. You could do whatever you want. That I doubt there's. I don't know that monogamy is a thing.
Wow, everyone is non-monog in the mining towns.
Yes, it's
It's
the black
fine
lung.
with it. Live
Black
your
lung does it.
life. Yeah, live your life. for
Live your life.
sure.
So here in Santa Rosa, there's a town slightly south of us called Katati. And someone I know that used to live there once told me that you don't lose your girlfriend in Katati, you just lose your turn. And that's how
Wow.
I felt about
Wow.
this movie. Was that
You
You know,
just lose your
it
turn.
was just interchangeable.
lose your
Like
turn.
they would break up and, move on to someone else. And
It's basically like high school in a very concentrated way.
yes,
Yep.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I think is the
Absolutely.
and I should say the goofy douchebag does have a name, and it is Howard. Howard has my favorite death in the fucking film. I could watch that on repeat over and over and over and over again. It's where he is hanging down and his head snaps off and then his body goes splat. I mean, just the whole sequence of events.
Well,
So funny to me. I just like rewind, play.
but it's not so much a splat as it is kind of like it's a foam body going thud.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
just like it's so unceremonious. And that was
Yes.
the story of Howard.
that was Howard.
Yes.
Howard should have
favorite.
ducked. Yes, but he ended up on the news. Oh man, poor Howard. So okay, so
I
the
didn't feel
kills.
bad for Howard.
No, I don't either. He got really annoying like real quick.
Yes,
So-
he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So, all right, so they're planning the Valentine party, the big
Right.
thing, and all of a sudden, okay, so the movie opens right with the girl and the miner going together into the mine, and then she pulls down her jumpsuit, whatever the hell it's called that they're wearing, down to her waist, and of course she's just in her bra, and then she's playing with the miner, and she's like kind of like stroking his air tube that's on the
I
end of
would
his
say
mask.
stroking his hose.
His hose, yeah, stroking the
Yes.
hose, like she's being turned on by the fact that he's got a freaking hair mask on
Right?
or whatever.
Yeah, like who
Respirator.
knew a hose was an erogenous zone, right?
Well,
It's
I
even-
think it's more she's enjoying it and less to make him feel pleasurable. I think she has a thing
Oh.
about the mask.
Oh no, I'm saying her. She really
Yeah,
seemed to enjoy
okay.
it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she enjoyed the girth or whatever, and it was definitely ribbed. So I mean, I think she really seemed to perhaps like that air hose. But anyway, so that's the first cut piece of footage, basically, of her death because she gets shoved into a pipe, which comes out of. She has a little tattoo of a heart on her upper breast, and then you see the pipe start to protrude in the R-rated version, which is where it ends. But in the extended, it actually comes out and kind of pokes a little bit and goes, "Hey, how's it going?" So,
and that's important because that heart's gonna come up again in a few scenes in a little chocolate box.
right,
So it's like, oh, that's where he got that.
yes, that's
That's
where
where he got that human heart.
that's where that first heart came from. It came from the hose girl. So
It came from the hose woman.
hose woman.
By the
just
way,
really-
I would like to say that that's a very sexy look. By the way, the all black jumpsuit, the gas mask, the hose, like
It's very 2020.
yeah, no,
Very
I'm loving it.
2020.
I'm liking
Yeah.
it.
All these things come back again. You guys, rest in peace, Mabel. I can't stand that. I mean, I love the way Mabel dies, but it makes me hella sad because she's just so lovely
Yep.
and like sweet. And I'm just, you're just like you see it coming and you're like, oh no, not Mabel, not Mabel. But I love her death. It's like so gruesome.
It is. It's
And she's
What's-
going ka-thunk.
yes. It's funny because the sheriff walks. So Mabel, I guess, owns and operates the local laundromat,
Yeah.
and the sheriff walks in looking for it. He walks right past the dryer that's got the blood splattered on the inside. So really good detective work there, looking for her. And then he comes around, I think walks by it a second time, or he stands in front of it before he finally looks and goes, "Hey, what is that smell? I'm smelling something weird." coming
God.
from
And he
here.
smells his pipe.
Right.
Yeah, he does. Is it my hash and my pipe?
I know exactly.
It's not
Is it my Canadian
hash.
Kush? What's going
Yeah.
on? So,
Why does the laundrette smell?
oh, it's so good. But he opens it up, and then Mabel's cooked body basically comes out, still turning thud, thud, thud. Yeah.
So producer Scott didn't watch this whole movie, but he just very producer Scott he just walks through it during that scene and he's like, "That's not scientifically possible," and just keeps going. And I was
Yeah.
like,
First of
that's
all,
not
you,
the
you
point.
open the door, it stops. But
Yeah.
my question was, so she's killed at night. How many freaking quarters did they have to put in there to keep it going that entire time?
Oh, you know what though? Oh no, she did put quarters in there, didn't she? I was gonna say maybe she owns it and she can like put it
Oh,
so
what,
she
she had a
just
cheat
gets free.
code?
She had a key.
Cheat code, yeah.
Unlimited
be.
lives?
Yeah, up, down, down, select, start. I don't know the Konami code. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just upset about Mabel. I'm never gonna get over it. I'm never gonna get over it. She just wanted to decorate the goddamn town.
You know,
she wanted to
Caleb,
bring a little joy.
maybe they instituted the open the door and the thing stopped spinning after Mabel's death. It was because
Okay.
of her.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Mabel's
It's called.
law.
I was gonna say it's
Mabel law.
Mabel's law.
Got it.
Stop.
Got it.
Twinsy. Twinsy. Sometimes we just think the same. You guys know I love to notice my weird little things in movies, like weird little things in the background. That same receptionist at the mental hospital who's like, who knows why a psycho cannibal's missing? I don't know. She has a little quit smoking poster in her
Yeah.
cubicle. And I loved it. It shows a cigarette being put out and it says, this could be the start of something good. And I feel like for 1981, I didn't even know that like people knew smoking was bad in 1981. So one of my little things.
Yeah,
I
we
think
started
they
to come
knew.
around.
Yeah.
But
They were
just a
starting
little.
to add up the dots a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started in the northern hemisphere, and then the very top, and it kind of worked its way down the globe. So it got to us a little bit later.
Got to us a
But-
little bit later. That's fine.
Yeah, but it made its way.
That was Sandra's little set dressing detail that she noticed this week.
So the best kill after Mabel is one of the greatest, I think, and I think it's even got a little honors in horror history, which is the dude who gets the spike up through the chin and comes
his
out the eye.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's a really cool kill, and I shudder to think anyone who's watched the movie and not seen that actual kill, because it's quite gruesome and well done.
Yeah, I mean, I
nicknamed that
wouldn't
one-
have seen
oh,
it, had you not
Oh.
said, "Oh, hey, please go,
Right.
Good point.
go find these."
I nicknamed that one Pick Meets Eyeball.
Big meat eyeball. What do I call it? I call it spike through the face, out eyeball.
Can we talk about? Oh, yes. Sorry.
No, I'm saying what about that one? What's so funny though is so the old man, he's trying to scare the kids, right?
He's
So
so
he sets
amused.
up he sets up the dummy with the pickaxe. We open the door, the string pulls the arm up, and he like keeps checking and laughing and checking and laughing. So it's like when the killer's finally there, like the eighth time he opens the door or whatever,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, shock.
Yeah. Not the killer.
Not the killer's there. Oh my god! But it's worth it for the payoff.
It is worth it.
Great
That's
goddamn
really,
payoff.
Really cool with that little wiggly
With the-
eyeball.
Yeah, the eye just
Yeah.
sticking out is really cool. And he just drags a guy on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, just get rid of that. Can we talk about how annoying it is? And I know that this is one of those things, but if the stupid sheriff had just told everybody the truth, this whole thing could have been avoided. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, just communicate with people. I mean, he's not quite like Jaws mayor level a-hole, but I mean, it is kind of like, why don't you just tell people like, hey, we're getting threats and we want to keep everyone safe? Like, instead he just says, it's canceled, sorry, and no parties. And it's like, oh, okay, telling the young people no parties, that's gonna go over real well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I was just like, communication would have saved a lot of lives in this town.
Yes,
It would have.
You hate to
Absolutely.
see it. You hate to
Yeah.
see it. Yeah.
I guess he wasn't ready to, I don't know, do the extra paperwork required to, shut
the
down the
typewriter.
town. Yes. And they wouldn't have had an electric one then. They would have had the full on mechanical click, 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 like you said,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. What else? Who got killed? Oh, what?
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna share another one of my favorite moments from the film, but when the barkeep is, I had to write it down beware of what you make fun of, you little asshole. He says that to Walter. I laughed so hard. And then everybody says, like, let's have a party, man. Everybody cheers, and he's like, assholes. I felt so seen. I felt so seen. He is us in the audience in that moment. Like, don't you do this.
He's the obligatory, though. The obligatory, this town's got a death curse.
The harbinger. The
So,
harbingers, they call it in what's the cabin? The cabin
fever?
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. Thank you,
Caleb. Cabin
You're
something.
welcome.
You were going to talk about another death, and I bet you were going to talk about the deep fried death.
I was talking hot dog boy. That's what I called him.
Ugh, so gross.
Death by hot dog water.
Oh God, it makes me like want to puke. Like, oh my God.
So he wasn't, the look on his face, it wasn't from being boiled to death, it was from the taste of the hot dog water. It's like, he's like,
Stop. Oh my God.
Well, first of all, like, I don't know. He goes looking for some munchies or whatever, and then he's like, what's in here? And has to put his face right over it. And then he's got to get tongs and fucking play with them for a little while saying, hot dogs. Like...
I guess he's just high AF is my only rationale for that one.
But yeah, he sure did get his face cooked, didn't he?
He did.
Another
Face
kill.
cooking.
Well,
Yes.
we're talking about kills that I absolutely loved was the couple who were gonna like they were gonna like have sex, and there's the really funny part where the guy's like, oh, I've got one and it's a condom, whatever, it's very funny.
Yeah.
But when he goes to get beers, and I wrote down, help, I'm being attacked by laundry. She's like freaking out as these clothes are like brushing by her face. She's like, losing it.
She was a little upset by the hanging laundry attacking.
The laundry in a laundry facility. But of course she gets a little Leatherface treatment.
She does. Yes.
Yeah.
That was my thought. My notes too was, she gets a little of the Texas Chainsaw hook action.
Yeah. And I love it when her dumb boyfriend or whatever comes in. He's like, hey, all right. Hey, all right.
I know. Hey, all right.
All right. Yeah, but he doesn't even say it like that. Like, I mean, he just says, hey, all right. Hey, all right. All right. Like, yes, like, no emotion. And it's like, because he sees the shower going. So he thinks like, oh, we're going to have like a sexy shower moment at my work. But
yeah. He was.
I know. He's like, normally I'm only in there with dudes.
Normally I'm only in there with my bros. This is so much more rad.
Let me go get my towel so I can snap you in the ass. But, so she's another one of those deaths that you miss everything if you don't watch the extended version.
Correct.
Because she gets her head basically put on the pipe, and then so it it's got a lot more blood, a lot more leg shaking kind of going on, and eventually turns the water on, and it's shooting out of her mouth when she's got the pipe coming through. So fairly brutal,
It's pretty cool.
Crazy death, but
it's kind of like one of those water fountains where the little Cupid is like spitting water out of its mouth.
Yeah.
There you go.
She becomes a fleshy version of that. Though I think that she should have bled more. It was kind of a disappointing amount of blood, if I'm being honest. It was just a little sploosh. And it's like, I don't know, that's like through her head. I don't know. I just,
But maybe it's going down her throat.
More. I mean, maybe. I don't know. We're going to have to reenact it and just see what happens.
Okay. I think it's going down. You think about it, because it's piercing the back. So the blood probably is going down into her stomach, down her, versus coming out the mouth.
She does have some blood come out the mouth, though.
But she does. Yes, there would be some.
I want more.
I know you. I hear you, man. More blood, the better.
More blood.
More blood, you Canadian.
Scientific argument.
I know. We're going to have to Mythbusters.
Really
Yeah, we have to Mythbusters this ish.
We will.
Guys, there's a really important rule you need to know, and that's no women in the mine.
Yeah, I have that on my notes.
Like,
No
why
women.
will something happen if we get our period in the mine? Jesus.
All the rats will come. All the rats will come down.
Oh my God. And one of the dumb girls is like, there's rats in here. And it's like, you're literally in the fucking earth. Like, I think there's
You're 2,000 feet
I
down,
know.
lady.
There's
Yeah.
rats up there too.
there's
I'm
rats.
just saying.
There's rats everywhere, homie. Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was so funny. No women in the mine.
I know. I was hysterical. Now, I had that written down. I heard that. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta write that down.
Perfect for Women in Horror Month. No women in the mine.
No women in the mines. What are you thinking? They gotta stay up
What
top.
do you think? They gotta stay up top
I know.
where they can have their babies above the ground and not have little subhuman flesh dwellers if a baby's born in the mine.
Yes. Okay, so the hippie dude who gets the nails in the head.
Hollis. His name is
Hollis?
Hollis. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
What,
Hollis.
No, he was a somewhat redeeming character of all of them.
Yeah.
You know, he
Yeah, I would
probably-
like actually hang out with him.
Right. He
Right.
seemed like he was an okay guy.
Tried
Yeah.
to stop fights and
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that tried to stop that
Right.
stupid
I
fight.
mean, voice of reason.
Yeah.
In the men's circle anyway.
in this age bracket of this town. Yeah. But yes, Hollis. Poor Hollis.
Yeah. So again,
Fix my
I don't know,
lipstick.
Caleb, what
Normie.
did you see in the R-rated version with him?
Nothing. He
Okay,
just, He just is.
He's just gone.
I mean, what shit? Now I'm trying to remember. He might just fall down or something, or
Does he ever
Right.
come back
he
out?
might just scream off camera or something. And he's
Ah!
gone.
Love it.
So again, when I watch the extended version and I see he gets like, I don't know, what is that, a bolt to the
Nail
head
gun.
or a nail gun?
Nail gun.
A big nail, thick nail.
It's a pretty thick nail though, like a rivet gun maybe.
Maybe a
um,
rivet gun. Actually, that's good way
So
to
he
think
gets
of it.
like one here and here.
Yeah.
Maybe? It's kind of a rough way to go.
Yeah,
but then
it is.
But then he makes his way out.
Sort of
back
wanders out.
Right.
And just
Yeah.
sort of,
It's a slow death.
yeah.
and he finds what's the main girl, Sarah?
Sarah and Patty.
Yeah, and
So
he finds
Sarah
the
and
girls.
Patty is girlfriend.
Oh, okay. That was not on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just, it's another one. Sad because we like Hollis, and it's like Hollis has got to die like that. Really? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Of all the males, he's really the only one I cared about. All the rest were tools. So,
They're pretty garbage human beings, I would say.
but I do like the fact though that they kind of took it somewhat. I mean, if you got the nail in the head, people often are having that happen to them in some kind of industrial accident and they survive.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
Yeah.
nice that they kind of took that to you can walk around, you're going to be kind of wobbly and maybe not speaking
Yeah.
correctly, but because it might have hit you one of your glands, but you can go ahead and make your way out.
My precious
So-
glands.
My gland.
And I wonder if that had happened above ground, if they could have gotten him to help. I don't know. So many questions from this film. So many unanswered scientific questions.
yeah.
We're gonna have to do what's that called? The with the guys who myth bust this whole movie.
Neil, I said that.
No, I'm
I
saying I'm
said
agreeing with you.
that.
I am
Okay.
agreeing with you. Saying there's several things we have to do for this film. That is another one.
Yeah. No, you're
Adding it-
right. We gotta
adding
do
it to
for
the
science.
list.
Yes.
Add it to the list.
Damn. Get jump all over me.
Sometimes you don't listen to me, and like you guys just say what I already said, and I get so mad.
It's not true.
Usually
we're-
because you're reading the chat, so you're not listening to me, and then you're like, "Oh, blah, blah,
we're just
blah."
saying it again because another point comes up about it.
Well, I'm glad
That's all.
this time you have an excuse. So I love you.
I can tell.
I do. You're my twin. You're my I'm your long gestating twin.
Yes,
in the
you came
womb.
out. You came out a couple years after, but it was okay.
It was worth it. It was worth the
It
wait.
was.
But
You cooked for a while.
in my tube. This was all done via tube, you perverts.
You cooked in the hot tub in the hot dog water for quite a
Oh
while.
my god, no! Oh my god, no! Can I please be in a hot tub? I like hot tub more when you said that first. I'll take the hot tub for 100, Alex. So I know I'm skipping to the end, and please forgive me, but I got to get this off my chest. In this small ass town,
Yeah.
none of his friends knew that Axel's dad was the one that died, because they're like talking about, oh, it's a myth and blah blah blah, and it's like, no, literally your friend, that was his family in this tiny ass town. None
Right.
of them knew that. And then of course the sheriff's like, oh, of course. Or is it the mayor? He's like, oh, of course. That was Axel's father.
It
And
was
it's
a
like,
mayor.
makes sense.
and it's like, so did y'all just forget who raised Axel? Like, I mean, this is insane. It's just silly. It's silly.
Yeah, I know it is.
Maybe he lived in the mine.
Well, he is gonna live there until he dies from the arm that he sawed off with like a Swiss Army knife.
Which is hysterical because in the R-rated version, he just gets up and walks away in the mine saying, like, you know, whatever the hell he's saying, like, I'll
be my Bloody
back.
He
Valentine.
says,
My Bloody
Yeah.
Valentine.
Sarah, be my bloody Valentine.
With his arm missing.
You could tell his arm was missing.
Yeah, I'm saying
but
with his
you
arm
did
missing.
not.
You don't
You
get
didn't
to
see why
it.
though. You didn't see
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
He just has an arm missing, like for no
Right.
reason.
He wanted
So-
to give it to Sarah. He's like, here's
Yeah.
my arm.
I can't have your heart, so have my arm.
Have my arm. Take my arm. It's got a cool ring on one of the fingers.
It does. It's got a very nice, whatever the hell stone that was. Some kind
It's
of.
probably his father's ring.
I think it was a lump of coal.
That's what Santa gave him after his dad died. Lump of coal.
A lump
Your
of
dead
coal.
dad.
Merry Christmas, your father's dead. Here's a lump of coal, you little bastard.
You little mining town orphan. No one's even gonna remember this.
You orphan bastard. It's a hard knock life for you, you shithead.
All of that having been said, I do like that it's Axel that's the killer. I do like that. And it's one of those, you know, when you know, and as you know, so those of us watching the movie for the second or whatever time, we knew it was. But it's still fun that it's like, I know who it is. I know who it is.
Yeah. So when he fell into the water and went glub glub glub,
Yes.
did like you guys go like, oh, poor Axel, or did you like go like, I mean, he's just
No.
gonna appear and over there and, you know, keep doing the
Nah.
killing? I mean,
I
think,
just
you
kind of
know,
went like,
Nope.
well, they didn't show it. I guess that's
Yep. We need the corpse. We need the
Yes.
corpse to know. Yeah. And he's a jackass. And
Yeah.
it's fine.
but they try and do the whole red herring thing with TJ also. They kind of keep you guessing.
Yes, which I appreciate that. I do
You know,
appreciate that.
what's going on between the two. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. I wasn't surprised at all when it ends
No.
up being Axel. So
No, I like it. Not a surprise, but I like it. I like that it's one of their own.
yes, and of course, and in a typical tradition of these films, like there's always that psychological scarring that is the cause, right? You know, of the
Yes.
issue, whether it's
Yes.
you kiss a dead body and you twirl in the draperies of the bed, you know, or or your father is killed in front of you and his heart yanked out. I mean, whatever it may be. Your sister, brother. I'm trying. What's prom night? Is it the brother or the sister?
It's a brother. It's the
That
brother.
falls out the window. That falls out the window. Sister. I think sister. I think it's a sister.
I haven't seen it.
That falls out the window, and then I think it's a sister, and then the brother is the one who's the. I don't want to give it away. Sorry,
It's
but
fine.
anyway,
It's fine.
the
Too
point
late.
is, there's always
Spoil a
something
movie
that
that's 40 years
psychologically
old.
scars you that makes
Yeah.
you go nuts. So
That's how they do it.
that is how we do it.
Oh, Caleb, did your little mushroom hat fall into your drink?
No, it's right there.
Oh, it looks like it was floating inside, and I was like, "You lost your hat
Nope.
for
Still
your
got
bloody
it.
Caleb. Your bloody Caleb.
Still got it.
Still got it." I mean, I do think this is a fun movie. It's worth the watch.
You know what? I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. I was laughing. I'm not sure if I was supposed to be laughing at those parts, but
Fair.
that is kind of what made it fun.
You cheer for the good gory deaths.
Mhm.
Yes. I think you have to watch the extended version, though.
No,
I
absolutely.
feel like you're missing so much by not watching the extended version. So go out if you watch it, you gotta get the Blu-ray
Yes.
that is out there, so you can just see the extra killings. They add so much to it.
I concur.
That's excellent. Excellent. So, yeah, I guess does that sum up, you think, the film?
Yeah, I think it's time for a game.
Like, we can hear producer Scott yawning in our ears, so we need to get him involved.
You didn't yawn?
I'm hearing
bored.
someone yawning.
He's so bored.
Oh, he's
okay.
getting ready for his big moment.
Scott's getting ready. He's getting ready. So we're playing a game tonight that we've never done before, but we're going to give this a shot. It's hopefully going to be a hoot and the nanny. So,
or at least a hoot and a half.
Or at least a hoot and a half. Yeah. So Scott, you have the intro. Okay. What should we do?
Can anybody hear us?
Oh, can they hear us?
Oh,
no, they can
okay.
hear us.
Okay.
Hi.
So Neil came up with the concept of this little game, and it's based on the 60s the dating game. Is that right?
Game. Yes, the dating
Which
game.
I've never actually seen. I just know it because a guy was a killer on it.
Yes, there was a serial killer on the dating game. Absolutely. Yeah. So
was this in syndication? There was a lot of dating games like that used to be a thing.
I mean, it was it was in syndication once it was reruns, probably. You know what I mean? But there's also like the Newlywed Game. You know, that was coming on after a different version.
I did watch Singled Out.
I think that was much later.
I don't know. Yeah, yes. I don't know if that is. So
there was some other one that was
like
a dating one.
MTV show or something.
It was an MTV show. It ran for a very long time. Yeah, I don't. And I guess there's The Bachelor now, which is basically a horror version of a dating game. To be fair, I've never seen The Bachelor. I don't know. Or The Bachelorette.
I'd rather take a pickaxe in the eye than watch The Bachelor. So, I mean, thank you.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Same.
Oh, yeah. Has everybody got their sexy drink? Everybody
okay, where are we starting,
Scott? Swinging drink?
Okay, we're starting over. Whatever you saw before never happened. We're starting over.
You guys didn't answer me. Have your sexy swinging drinks?
Oh, yes. Okay, do I have sound, though? Can you all hear me? Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Disdain Game, a game of questions and answers that's sure to leave a bad taste in your mouth. I am looking for a Valentine's, so I am going to query my cult show friends. My name is Wink Woolery Martindale Smith.
Woolery.
Yay! So let's meet our contestants. Okay, contestant number 1. She's a bookworm who enjoys the pagan lifestyle and writing to serial killers on death row. She claims true crime is a hobby, but we all know she's just studying to be the best. She's no dummy, but she does have a few on a shelf in her living room. Welcome, Sandra.
Hi. Thanks for having me on the Disdain show today. Pick me. Oh. for me.
Okay, contestant number 2. Contestant number 2 is the fact finder and voice of calm in the four-headed monster of the cult show. He enjoys walking around his living room in circles while reciting lines from the postman out loud when no one's listening. He's got hair so fine, I wish you were mine. Welcome, Caleb.
Look at that fine hair. It is really beautiful.
Finally.
And it smells really good too. If you
It's
ever get
very
to smell
soft,
Caleb's
very
hair,
soft.
it smells really good.
Contestant number 3 is a sweet cuddly bear from the wilds of Sonoma. He enjoys baking bread and Breaking Bad. His technical prowess is matched only by his singing abilities. His voice is from heaven, but his steely good looks are from hell. He makes my dough rise. Welcome, Scott.
Hi! Hello!
Neil and Jen write these. They're really good.
All right.
Those are awesome.
Sorry, Woolworth
you.
or whatever your name is. Wink Woolworth.
Wink, Woolery,
Woolworth,
Martindale, Smith.
Say
Wink,
Jack.
Woolery, Martindale Smith. That's my name too. Okay.
I got my lipstick on. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions, and whoever basically by the end gives me the answers I like the best, I'm going to pick, and you're going to be my Valentine, like it or not.
Do we answer in our order? Like
I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you out.
okay.
Okay.
So we
Sandra,
don't have to ding in.
No,
anything.
no. Sandra,
Okay.
you're contestant number 1. Caleb, you're number 2, and Scott, you're contestant 3.
Well, I got to be number 2.
Okay, let's see. This is going to be for, let's just go with, I guess, contestant number 1.
Oh shoot.
Here
Okay.
we go.
I'm ready, Woolworth.
You ready? That's a
Wink.
wink to you.
Wink Woolworth. Go on.
We are walking together hand in hand on the beach. We stumble into a washed up pile of jellyfish and fall to the ground in stinging pain and agony. What do I smell like?
That's a great question. And I'm happy to answer that. You smell like dead seagulls.
Like dead seagulls, okay? Any particular reason?
They ate the jellyfish and died. And so now you smell like them too.
Okay. Thank you very much.
They're also on my mind because recently I found a dead seagull at the beach.
Oh, okay.
I took a
And
lot of pictures of it.
I'm
And drug
assuming
it
you
home.
brought it home and
Yeah.
tried to feed it to your caterpillar.
I cuddled with it all night.
I bet. Contestant number 2. Let's see. I want to ask you. Okay, we're driving on a deserted road in the country. As we come out of a sharp curve, we hit a man walking in the middle of the road. We choose to dispose of the body. What is your preferred method for dumping the evidence?
So I've got a really good friend named Victor, who's really good at disposing of bodies. He basically shows up to your house. He's got a suitcase full of acid. He will put the body into the bathtub and pour acid all over it until it totally dissolves and goes down the drain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is Victor single?
You know what? I really don't know. He just sort of shows up when called.
Does Victor have a name also, perhaps called the Wolf?
He's called Victor the Cleaner.
The Cleaner. Oh, okay. Contestant number 3, same question.
Can you repeat the question?
You're blinded by your good looks.
We're driving down a country road. We hit a man. We just decide to dispose of the body. How do you get rid of the evidence?
Get rid of the evidence. We would drive it to a lake. We would tie it to rocks and sink it to the bottom. 2 weeks later, we would return, swim down, grab that body, drive it back home, and then bury it in our yard.
Okay. Okay. Good answer. Contestant number 3. This question is also for you
How come he gets to go twice, Wink?
because I'm choosing, so it's my choice.
Feel
He's
like
more
I'm
interested
running.
in having me as a Valentine.
Okay, contestant number 3. Aliens abduct you and strap you down to an examination table. They're about to insert the anal probe when your fairy godmother appears. She says you can have one of your fellow contestants take your place. Which one do you pick and why?
Caleb, because I want to watch.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Contestant number 1, same question.
I never get picked for the alien probe.
Contestant 1, your turn. Same question.
Yes, yeah, I know. I'm lamenting. I mean, if I get to pick anybody, I'm
No,
gonna
of the 2 of your fellow contestants.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess you can pick someone else.
I'm going to volunteer as tribute. I've always wanted an up close and personal experience with extraterrestrials.
Okay. Contestant number 2. You're caught masturbating in a public restroom. What were you thinking of, and what were you thinking of, and why?
I was thinking of Scott getting anal probed by aliens.
Okay.
And watching.
All right. Contestant number 1. Contestant number 1.
I'm here and present.
Would you rather lick Julie Christie's armpit in tandem with Donald Sutherland for an hour, or change baby's diaper from the movie The Baby after a night of spicy chili and egg slacks?
I will 100% take the armpit.
Okay.
Because I mean, at least I'll have people to keep me company with the armpit. And she really likes it, so maybe I'm the crazy one.
Perhaps. Okay. Contestant number 3, same question, please.
I have the same answer. I have no problem with armpits.
Okay. You be licking an armpit with Donald Sutherland together.
I mean, hey, if I'm with Donald Sutherland, even better.
Even better.
Even
Okay.
better. Bonus pit.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's see. Contestant number 2. Points A and B on the circle. Points A and B lie in a circle with radius 1, and arc AB has a length of pi cubed. What fraction of the circumference of the circle is the length of arc AB?
Scott getting anal probed by aliens.
Goes back around.
That is correct. Very good.
I'm very, very confident with that answer.
Very, very confident in that one. Okay. Contestant number 3. Would you rather live in a civilization's ascension or its decline? And why?
Decline, because I want to see what the apocalypse is like.
Okay.
And I want to spend it with you.
Aww.
Aww. So sweet.
So
He
sweet.
might be in the lead.
Ah, shit, that's right. We're supposed to be wooing him.
No! I forgot too.
I played a win.
I'm a terrible wooer.
Woo!
See?
All right. Contestant number 1. Yes. It's the holiday season, and I'm Santa. What do you want for Christmas, little girl?
I would like the head of John the Baptist on a silver platter.
Okay.
Very biblical.
Wow. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Final question for all 3 of you. We'll start with contestant number 1.
Okay.
If you could change one thing from your past, what would it be?
One thing from my past. Well, I probably would have hired a better attorney for some of those charges.
Okay.
Get me off of a few lists, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes. Okay. Good point. Contestant 2, same question.
What would I change about my past? Probably less focus on Scott getting anal probed by aliens and more focus on you.
Okay.
Because you are a very lovely person.
Thank you.
Don't
Thank you,
fall for
Caleb.
his false flattery wink.
All right. And contestant 3, same question to you.
I would avoid getting abducted by aliens and being anal probed.
I don't understand why everybody is so quick to poo-poo that. I don't understand. I think it's really weird.
Poo-poo is the problem.
The probe is the issue. All right. Well, you guys left me a lot to think about. You know, it's a hard decision because all your answers were really good, but I think what I'm gonna have to do, I think I'm gonna have to go for a cult show foursome with Julie Christie's armpit. So I think all three of you
All right.
win.
Yay!
Bring in the armpit.
All three of you win. Yay! Thank you very much, you guys. I have 3 new Valentines. I'm very excited.
Yay! I have 4 Valentines.
You have
With the
4.
armpit. Yay!
Sorry, including Julie Christie's armpit. Yes, we have 4.
And the alien and Donald Sutherland.
All right, then that is the end of the disdain game.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Scott.
like-
Thank you.
I like the disdain game.
Did you like it? Okay,
That was fun.
I like that we're all winners.
you're all winners. You're all winners in my book. So, hey, you know what? I think that
What?
makes a close to our show. Other than to say that, don't forget, as always, you can find us on like the Instagrams and the Twitters and Facebook and what else? We have
Here,
here, of
MySpace,
the
course,
pod.
Friendster.
MySpace.
Oh, there's Jake.
Are we on Tinder still?
Not
We're on Bumble, not Tinder.
Bumble. Okay.
Bumble
Wasn't sure.
Bumble and Grinder.
You're like Bungle? We're on Bungle?
Are we on? Is that where the aliens find you for the anal probing?
That's where you go to sign up. Tell them Sandra sent you.
Oh man.
Oh my
All
god,
right.
Jake's gonna go on that video game now. Look at him.
Look at him. Wow, he's really hamming it up. Oh, that cat.
He's my
All right.
Valentine.
Hey, so next week we have my birthday episode finally, which hopefully, if everything works out well, we're doing the movie from 1985/86 because there's 2 different years tagged to it. But the film House, starring William Catt and George Wendt. And again, if the dice fall correctly, William Catt will be joining us live for that episode. So Jake is playing with something behind me. I'm not sure
He's
what
trying
it
to
is.
knock over the lamp.
Oh, he's going for the lamp now. Okay. So hopefully join us
Get
next
it,
week.
Jakey, get it.
We'll be doing House, one of my favorite flicks, and we'll have William Catt joining us as well. So that will be a hoot. Other than
Indeed.
that, I'm done. How about you guys?
Yeah.
And
Take
it's
us home, Jake.
and it's
Oh.
Laura's birthday on the 19th as well. So
Oh
yes,
my
it'll be Laura's
gosh.
birthday.
So much to
Awesome.
celebrate.
Awesome.
All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your week.
Happy Valentine's
Credits.
Day.
Credits. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you had fun. Thank you, Mark from Pismo and Mark from East Washington and Laura and Mindy and Macy and Todd and Hungry. Check out Hungry's page.
We're insufferable.
Are you? Oh no! Did anyone post anything? I didn't even see. Okay. Who am I missing? Kenneth, and Michael B. Enoch. I guess that's it. Okay, bye one more time.
Hi, Valentine's.
Oh, we need to have
Oh, we're
our
live.
I think we should do some heart. I think we should just do some hearts.
hearts. Okay. Hi guys, we're live doing our
Hi.
picture, doing our hearts. You guys are good at your hearts. How do you do hearts so well?
I practice.
We have hearts.
We have that's it. Hearts.
Every morning I wake up, I practice in the mirror.
If you move them around, I can maybe put hearts over our hands too. Maybe. Hearts.
All right, I think you guys are good. Love everybody.
Bye guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
See you next
Happy
week.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine.
Yes, yes, Mark. Will Koi be my Valentine? We like fish. Bye.
We love